Generic greetings and welcome to Shed Flipper. This is a game where, to be fair, that would be accurate if this building was representative of the types of things you go in and renovate, but it's not. This is just a very, very small hovel that we start with. Anyway, this is House Flipper, a game that I featured a couple of times on the channel when it was in its closed beta access, but now it's out for public release, so I thought I would check it out, and I've played about an hour of it thus far, so yeah, I've been enjoying it quite a bit, actually, to my surprise. I knew I would enjoy it because I've already played the beta, and they've obviously improved a lot of things since then, but I think it's because I've changed the way I play it. The thing is, I played it originally as a sort of taskings game. You go into a property, you get certain tasks, and you just do it and call it a day, and that was alright up to a point, but now there's a sort of sandboxy type mode where you buy and sell properties. Now, I've not actually bought and sold a property yet, but you kind of go over the browser and buy properties. But I think if you play this game more of a sandbox, like sort of Sims or something like that, you're probably going to get a bit more out of it. So you look at it and say, well, I'd like this there and this there and this there, instead of just doing the tasks on the right. I mean, when you're renovating other people's properties, fair enough. You still have a bit of leeway as well. But hey ho. Anyway, I'm going to show you a little bit of the game, and we'll just crack straight on into it. By the way, today's beverage is relaxing chamomile tea, very nice. So let's go to mail, and we'll go for three emails unread, and there's two here that I've had a quick look at. So this is Aunt's home to be redecorated. So hi, my old aunt moved into a hospice facility and I inherited her house. To make a long story short, it's in terrible condition. If I could, I would bulldoze it and build a brand new house. Okay, so the one is to clean it up. And there's also another one here, which is student house cleanup, which I've tried, and it's absolutely filthy. So let's not do that one. Let's go for Amy Johnson's, and we'll accept this. So you get random missions coming through and things like that. And there's loads of different stuff that you can do, such as clean up, demolish and build walls, sell things, redecorate, paint. And painting is... how can I be generous about this? Painting is exactly like it is in real life, which is completely and utterly boring. Now, so, yeah, I'm not a fan of it in real life, and I'm not a fan of it in this game. Anyway, as you can see from the outside, it actually looks very nice, very inviting and quaint. So we'll go inside, and we'll have a look to see what we've got. And first things first, you see the walls are not great. They're a bit dirty, and oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff to clean up. And that radiator is all kinds of leaking, so we need to fix that. So as you can see on the top right, we've got a mini map which shows us various things, and that will actually change based on your skills, which I'll show you in a moment. We've also got our overall account balance and income for the mission, our progress, and you can see the minimum progress is about 2/3 there. So once we get a certain number of tasks completed, we can then finish the level. Speaking of tasks, down below, it shows you all the tasks to be done. So clean dirt, paint with colours, mandarin orange and white, remove object vase, mount devices, modify walls, etc. So first things first, it says remove object vase. So I'm guessing we can go to sell, and we can sell that vase there. Now, what I don't like is that it doesn't tell me what that is. Like, I know that that's a vase, right? You pick it up, and I can place it down, that's fine. But where does it actually show me, like, which vase it means? I'm guessing I'm just going to have to sell until it says it doesn't want... There you go, it says picture. What type of picture? All of them? And there's nothing stopping me just selling the lot. Like that. And to be fair, the number is going down. But sometimes you'll try and sell something, and yeah, it'll say I'm not that sort of person, because basically you're trying to sell their property. Now it says old-fashioned ... Now what's that? I'm guessing that's old-fashioned. Yeah, I don't really know. You know what? I'm just going to sell everything in here. Is there anything else to sell? Not in here, I don't think. No, it's just in here. The rug. There we go. So I've now completed all of the tasks for removal in here, so that's fine. I will first fix that radiator, because quite frankly I don't like the idea of it leaking all over the place. So we're just going to put these pipes in and connect these joints up there, and you can do them in any order you wish. So it's highlighting them, but I can say open that and close that, which I never liked. I always thought in the let me just clean that up. There we go. I've always thought in the beta that, you know, there should be a lot more risk reward. So if you get the wiring wrong, it it sparks out. It basically blows the fuses and blah, 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 and trips it, and you have to go and reset it, or at worst, it could cause anything, could start fire and such like that, or the same as the radiators, if you get it wrong, it starts leaking all over the place, and you have to have isolators and stuff, but I don't think that's the sort of game they're going for, but it would be nice to have like a sort of hardcore mode. Anyway, so we need to remove these walls, so we'll go for that, so we'll go for removal or demolition here, and quite frankly, I think that would be a load-bearing wall right in the centre of the house, but hey-ho, we are contractors, and we've been told to do this, which obviously normally we would advise against doing that if it would cause any structural stress or house collapse, but let's just crack on and do what it says. So we're smashing through to what looks like to be the kitchen. Demolition has been improved since the beta. In the beta, you would have to delete like top and bottom pieces, whereas and then that meant that all people did, or at least I used to just delete it from the bottom here because then it would collapse. So what they've done is change it so wherever you hit it, it just removes the entire stack. There you go. And you can see it all fall and breaking. You don't have to shovel this out again. It's one of those things where it just automatically disappears. I would, it'd be much more realistic if you had to shovel it out. So, I mean, there's no PPE. There's no like, there's no out. See, that would be me knocked unconscious or mild concussion or just a bad scrape. I mean, look at that. That's a lot of brick to land on one's head. Anyway, let's go to sell. There you go. And we're now into the kitchen here. So remove object electrical cooker. So we'll remove that. Remove object kitchen cabinet with sink. There we go. Kitchen cabinet with drawer 1, 2, and kitchen cabinet with drawer and refrigerator mono. It just says remove and place object. There we go. So we also need to paint with colours mandarin orange and white, and that's it. So I think. Oh, can we move the clock? We can't. I don't want to earn money this way. Yeah. So you're trying to rip them off. By the way, you've got things like light switches which do actually function, so it's that's fairly good, although weird little glitch there. So we need to paint, and we also probably need to change that floor, but I don't think we can. So let's paint. Let's go to painting. Actually, what I'll do first, I'll go over to perks, and there's now a big list of all of the type of perks you can change in the game. So every time you do something in the property, you will get some skill points, and you can put them in different things. So for example, cleaning, you see more dirt on the minimap, faster cleaning, and you get, this is long range, so you get bigger mops and stuff. I'm going to say see more dirt on the minimap, and we'll say, what else is that a bit or not? There's one for building here, so faster building. The built wall is already painted. Okay, can build 3 walls at once. We'll just say build wall is already painted. There we go, and that will probably do us. Nothing in paint. So anyway, so we wanted to do, what was it? It was paint with colours mandarin orange and white. So I think we'll go for white in this kitchen area and then orange for the rest of it. Okay, so let's just go over to our painting, and then we'll say mandarin orange, and we'll buy one of those and place the can down. So we get our painting tool out, which is a roller. Again, there's no pad or anything, like, you can't use pads, or you don't actually get a roller thing to get the excess off, so we're not dripping it everywhere. And we'll start painting from about here. Now, because I've got a couple of skill points, it actually paints in multiple parts. You can move over like that, but this one didn't for some strange reason. And we'll get these. Sometimes it's very difficult to see where the painting is, so you can see we've actually got a bit there which sort of goes outside, but yeah, we can do that there. And this is fairly simple to do this. I've also got an upgrade that means I don't waste paint on stuff that's already been painted, which is quite important. I recommend you get that sooner rather than later, because it's a noticeable level of wastage as well if you don't get that. So I'm clicking now, it does nothing. It does nothing. I'm not wasting any paint. Whereas if you haven't got the upgrade, then it's yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare. So let's just keep going here. You have to be very careful where you move, because otherwise you might get it wrong, and yeah, you skip bits like that. See, the way the multiple painting works is you start painting one bit and then move over, and it sort of keeps highlighting it like that. And you can see the blue box actually changes to highlight what's being done. I'm just going to stand on the painting there. I mean, that would knock it all over and horrible. Yeah, we don't want that. Certainly don't want that. So get all this bit done. And, oh, I'll paint again. What percentage are we on? 31%. So yeah, just for like real life, this painting bit is taskings. But at least it looks a lot better now. In fact, once we've got the orange and the white in, it's going to look something like off Mirror's Edge, which I think is one of the best looking games ever made. Not in terms of fidelity, even though it's still good, just in art style. Just, you know, the bright colours mixed with, you know, big bright colours mixed with just sort of a white. It just looks so good. So simple, but they nailed it. Right, so pick that up there. We're probably going to go all the way around, I think. It doesn't specify any ratios of white to this thing. Although, to be fair, if we wanted to, we could use... that tin's empty now. If we wanted to, we could have had the whole thing orange and then have like that as a feature wall, which is in white. We could have done that. We haven't. We haven't, but we could. Okay, so buy one there, place it down, and keep on going. And then we've still got other rooms to do. There's still walls to remove in the other room. You can see on the minimap on the top right there that we've got a bit of a red bit to say that we have to demolish something. I could move the can, by the way, but it takes longer to shift the can than just to run over there. And so far, income is $5.5 grand for removing a bit of wall and painting this, which is fantastic. And the decor was a bit old and such, so I understand. I don't know why they want to fully demolish the house, though. I think it's fine. We just need a bit of renovation, a bit of modernisation, updating and such. Then it'll be job done. I wonder if there's going to be any electrical work in this one. You do get all sorts of work in this, like electrical, plumbing, things like that. But we'll probably see most of that as we progress on. And we're coming close to the end of where we want to paint to. So that's it. So that's going to be everything in orange done. And to be fair, if I want to save money, I could just paint this orange, because it just says paint with colours Mandarin orange and white, and it probably will accept the full thing as one colour. However, I'm not going to. I'm going to paint it as I think it should. See that there? You've got a little bit of the door just poking through. That's the sort of thing you have to be careful about. So you do have to paint that. And there will be times when the game will say, oh, you're on 99%, haven't completed it, and this is the sort of thing you're missing out on. So you need to check them. Dirt is the worst for that. You'll get bits where it'll be dirty and you don't know where. And it won't show up on the minimap until you've got a full level in it. Right, so that's that done. So we'll go and we'll have it as white. What was it? It just says white. No white paint. No white paint. Ah, there we go, just white. Okay, so same again. Change the colour. And on walls like this, it's easy to see where you've done. Sometimes you'll get tasks where it has to change slightly. And at least it's not a gradual shift. Like sometimes there'll be a tiny bit that you haven't done, and you hold and it slowly changes colour. And you'll get bits where you do that, and then you're not entirely sure whether it's full, and it will say again 99%, and you just, have I done there or not? You don't know. You don't know, and you have to just go around holding left click, which is really bad when you haven't got the skill for not wasting paint, because you end up using a full can, and then that's just, again, another nightmare. So this is looking, well, much better now. I mean, the walls do look a bit beaten up, and ideally you would skim that. You would get some plastering on that, which I think you can do in this game. You can plaster and you can tile, which is good. And that looks much better. Don't like the floor. But anyway, let's crack on. So, move objects, actually sell objects. Get rid of those 2 paint cans because we are fully painted out. Does say 100%. So place objects of kitchen island with sink. Hang on, let me sub beverage first. So it says kitchen island with sink. Is there a better way for me to see the tasks? I've also got available skill points, so I'll check that out. Which is painting. Probably faster painting. There we go. While I'm here, you can also go to gallery, and you can see pictures that you've taken, and you can actually take pictures, and then you can hang them on your wall and stuff like that. So, yeah. I wish there was a better way seeing the tasks. So it just says kitchen island with sink. Is there a better way of doing that? Let me check the settings. Well, there's all the control options for you. I don't know. Okay, so either way, use tool, change tool, back option, flashlight. Yeah, we know about that. Don't use it. And tablet. You'd think they'd be in here. You got loads of buys and stuff, and I have no idea what these are for. I'm guessing later on when you buying and selling properties, then that's what that's for. Statistics, all your things damaged, and oh yeah, cockroach nest destroyed. Use a vacuum to vacuum them up. I don't know. That doesn't just seems a bit off. Anyway, so it says place a kitchen island with sink. Okay. So kitchen is land with sink. There is one there. So we'll go for tabletop white, color. I don't know, something that'll match this. Magenta. Oh no, that's no grey. That doesn't look grey. Light grey. Yeah, that'll work. Then sink light or dark. Light, and we'll buy that. And then you can spin them round by holding, well, just by using the scroll wheel, or nicely you can hold shift and it actually clips it to plane, which I really like. So the sink we'll put in front of the... Actually, we'll put it the right way first. Oh, strangely, it like sort of juts out a bit. See that? I don't know why that is. It seems different. It seems wrong actually, but I guess that's what it's supposed to be. I'll put it about here then. Kitchen island with the heating plate, which I think we've seen. There we go. So grey. I'll go for white again. Oh, was it grey? Or was it light grey? No, let's return that. You can just press tab and it goes away. White. That's better. Just gonna make sure it's in the right area. Well, that's okay. So I mean that's that's all kinds of bad. Okay, better option. Pick this up. You can just happily shift stuff, no problem whatsoever. That's not gonna go there. So that just doesn't seem right to me with that like sticking out there. Seems it should be the other way. Which is why I put it there in the first place. I'm guessing there. Ah, that's going to be better. I mean, you'll knock your knee off it every time you come in, or even worse, you'll knock something else at about that height. Oh, yeah, let's not. That's why we'll recess it a bit. There we go. And then we can put this in here. That's much better. Much better. Yes, okay, that's good. As I said, if I wanted to just finish this game, I could easily just place them anywhere in the room and call it done, but I don't want to do that. I want to actually design it how I would probably design it. Place objects bar chair. Bar chair. Frame white again and colour white because we're going for that sort of thing. And I think just there would be quite decent. That's perfectly fine. And again, another bar chair is required, so we'll buy that one. Ideally, you would not really put it here. But I guess that's not too bad. I will move it there. Yeah. Refrigerator. Refrigerator what? Japan. Really? Okay. Colour white. We'll have it as steel frontage. And, oh. Yes, where are we going to place this? I guess there. Again, not ideal. Oh, what we could do though. Oh, that's going to look fantastic. Maybe not fantastic, but pretty good. So for Ellie. There it is. Again, upholstery white. And yeah, now we're running out of space. I'm guessing here. And TV stand. Anna. Dark walnut, vintage, white again. Again, we're going to go for the full one of those. White look. And probably close to the radiator as possible, just so we can't. Yeah, this is a bit cramped actually, isn't it? It's getting a bit cramped. Yeah, I'm gonna pick that up and sort of put it there. Not ideal. I just don't get why it sort of sticks out like that. That's a bit better though. Is there any other way I could put it? Oh, I could put it there, but then you're gonna have to go around. And then it is Dracentia plant. Blue, pink, red, or cyan. Blue, white. Oh, white, of course. And we've got a potted plant, which will go. Oh, you can actually put it on the windowsill. Oh, that's good. I think we'll put it on there though. And this room is completed. Let's have a look back. I'm happy with that. I think that looks quite nice. Cozy. I mean, you can almost reach the fridge from here, which is a dangerous thing to do. Anyway, so this is in here. Nothing in here. No tasks in there. In here, however, we have to modify the walls. We also have to sell objects. So again, we've got to sell objects, and I think we're just going to keep left clicking until it says we can't sell anything anymore, because that's generally the way forward and the way it does things. That is immortal, apparently. We're not playing that thief simulator. Apparently that is immortal. An immortal wardrobe. Okay. So I will move the wardrobe over to probably, well, somewhere where we're not going to really trip over it for now. There, but that's not its final position. We're going to probably sell that because it is, well, we're going to end up demolishing this anyway. Doesn't say we have to sell this. All that stuff in there. Just modify walls. So we'll go for demolition and we will begin. So one. Oh, we have to paint in here as well. So it's another painting task. But at least this is a big sort of list of the sort of things you'll be doing. Like, we've got a good broad spectrum here of the sort of things that we'll be cracking on with. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually complete the mission now. As you can see, the minimum progress bar, or the minimum progress has been reached on that bar there. So we could walk away from this and we would get the money that is listed, which is actually a fairly decent amount considering the amount that we've spent. But the more we do, the more money we get, and obviously we're not using any resources by demolishing that wall. We have to remove object. Oh, it does say remove objects, so sell objects. I'm guessing we're selling the lot in here. Yes, and then the light switch that was there, and then there, and then it says place object and such. So I'm gonna paint I'm gonna paint first, I think. Paint with faded lemon. I'm gonna buy one, and I'm just gonna buy two now because it's just gonna be easier. And then we'll paint. So there we are, and then we'll crack on. Oh yeah, you can tell the speed increase straight away. The problem is that I'm gonna be back and forward to these paint cans constantly because I'm using it so fast. But it's okay. We'll put up with that, I guess. I don't know if the game was designed as in, like, this was the best way of doing it, and then they sort of toned it down for, like, when you first start, so it's more annoying, or whether it went the other way around. It was really, really slow, and they went, right, we'll put the skills in to make it quicker. Who knows? And I'm messing that up a bit. This faded lemon I'm not a fan of. It just looks like an off-white that's not being done properly. Not a fan. Not a fan. I mean, I think it's better than the one that's on there at the moment.
But, you know, wouldn't take much, would it, to be fair? Let's just paint straight over brick. That can only go well. By the way, yes, I know I haven't done these. I will actually go back and do them now. I thought I was just going to do the main walls first and then come back to this, but perhaps it's best if I finish these so we know that this wall's been completed. There we go. And I think this is the best way of playing the game. Just like a sort of nice, relaxing sort of just chill out and just make it look okay. If you're just in it for the taskings, I don't think you're going to get a great deal out of it. Because the moment-to-moment is, well, it's not exactly riveting, is it? You know, painting a wall or, you know, I'm literally holding left click. I mean, that's, you know, there's a... I don't wish for having to go up and down that with the roller or anything. It'd be nice if there was more detail in like the electrical and plumbing work and stuff. That would be good. But still, I can understand why there isn't. Because it's not. I don't think that's not the vision. But if you play it like this, like a sort of designery game, then I think you're going to get a fair bit out of it. And certainly I've enjoyed it a lot more while playing it like that, without sort of worrying about, oh, I'm not getting these tasks done in the right amount of time and it's taking ages. And you know what, I don't really care too much. I mean, look at that, that's much better. The colour isn't growing on me though. The colour is definitely not growing on me. It is garbage. No, I don't like it. Don't like the colour. I'm not the homeowner. I don't have to put up with it. They've told me what colour it should be painted. I'm just saying fine and getting it done. Should have removed that clock before we painted it, but you know. See, I like the Mr. Bean way of painting it, where he puts a firework in a paint can. Although, to be fair, that was not a good way of painting things. In fact, I believe Mythbusters even did a test on that. And they found that it was pretty much impossible. So that's been painted there, so that's fine. So we'll just go to sell. And we'll get rid of those. And as you can see, it's much better. It's lighter. By the way, there's a lot of graphics options in this game that I've turned off that do actually make it look a bit prettier. I mean, you've got things like... you've got things like... motion blur, depth of field, fog, and all this other stuff that if I put on, it actually does make the sort of pictures look a bit better. But you know what? I hate depth of field. I don't like motion blur, so I've turned all that off. I've put like things like these on, like ambient occlusion. Oh, look at the big difference. Big difference. And screen space reflection I've kept on as well. So if I turn that, like those three off, I mean that just no, that just looks terrible. Whereas you put all three on, nice, pretty good, right? Okay, so double bed mall. Double bed mall. That one. So wood. We'll go for what's going to go well in here. Probably Venge bedding. Yellow pillows, yes. Cover yellow and white and black. It sort of goes. Where would the bed go in here? Probably around here. But I don't know if we're going to be placing any side things. Bookcase, Carl. Is that bookcase Cal? Bookcase Cal, again in white. Although is there a note and black? Black could work because it'll go with the same colour as the bed there. Yeah. Bookcase can go in there. I think I'm actually going to pick this up here and shift it over to this corner. There we go. That doesn't work in here, but I can't sell it. So office chair. Again in black. We're just going to dump it down for now because I know it's going to probably say place an office desk. Bedside table, Anna. Bedside table, Anna, right side in same colour as that. Right. Is it right side from? Is it right side from what view? From this side? Or that side? As in, is it supposed to be from left side from this, or left side from this, or right side from this? Yeah, I don't know. Either way, I'll just buy one of each. That's right side. And we'll go for left side again in that. Put it as far back into the side as possible. Is that far back? I think it is. And corner desk. Corner desk. That one. And can we get it in? Could get in dark wood. Nut and pine. Or steel dark? No, I don't like that. I don't like that. Also, I think that's where it's going to go. So I'll shift that over there. Would be nice if it told me to put that in before the chair. So corner desk in... No, not steel, just dark wood, perhaps. That's better. And you're not going to get access to the wardrobe there, are you? Put it in that corner. That's probably the way to do it. Actually, let's get around there. I keep bashing my head off that ceiling light. Right, we'll put that there for now, and we'll move this over there. And this over there. Just dump it anywhere for now. And then this can go in the corner. The problem is the radiator is going to be there, isn't it? Yes, it is. Nah, it's not going to fit. There's no ideal place to put this in, is it? Is there? Unless I shift the bed. Well, we're doing it properly. We're trying to design this as best we can, so I'm going to shift the bed. There. So, as far left as possible. Oh, look at that. It fits right in between the radiator. Which I don't think is ideal, but at least it gives us some more room. There we go. The thing is, I could have left this. I could leave this as it is. I could just walk away, task completed. But we're not doing it that way. We're doing it. Well, we're trying to make something that looks. You would actually design it and live in it. Although it's this is very, very dark. I haven't even put the lights on, have I? There we go. Is there a light switch? That's much better. Why didn't I do that 20 minutes ago? Yeah. Will the bookcase fit there nicely? It will. But nah, I could go with that. I could go with that. Although I think... I mean, realistically, it's going to have to be there, innit? It's going to have to be there. Shame that can't be removed. Right, and that is our room. That is much better. That is much better. I am, however, just going to shift these along, just so that the radiator isn't right. Oh well, or the desk isn't right up against that radiator, because it's not great. And also, you want to get out, don't you? So actually, yeah, moving it to about there would be better. Go on. And then this one. Are those in the right way? So gap and gap. I don't know if that's the right way or whether it's supposed to be that way. No, it can't be that way. And there we go. There's the room. Much better. Sweet. Excellent. So, we have managed to make what was a fairly... Oh, yes, by the way, there is a day-night cycle as well in the game. So we have, over the course of half an hour, made something which I think is truly livable. This, not so much. I think it's a bit cramped in here. I need a Need some sort of television in there, games, some sort of games console, whatever. I mean, you don't need it to be livable, obviously. What I'm saying, that's what I would ideally have in here. Other rooms we haven't touched, so you've got your basement in here, which is fine. No wiring to do there. In this is a bit. We put the light on. It might be a bit better. It's okay. It's all right. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Shower would be nice, but I mean, this room certainly I think looks very, very pretty. And then you go in here, not sold on the colours. It's growing on me a little bit, but maybe that's just... Oh, look at that, some light coming through from the bathroom. I'll report that to the homeowner. This is okay. I do like the dark wood there. But yeah, that has been a nice little task there. Enter. Complete. 100% the order, 11 grand. That's what you get for... spending a bit of time there. Actually, you don't get that for spending time at all. I could have spent probably half the time and got it done because it would have just went, yep, it's now completed and sorted. I don't know if there's a sort of ratings system in the game where if you do certain things in a certain way, it rates it. Like, obviously in here it would go, oh, well, this is too, like, the radiator's too close to this and blah, blah, blah. I don't know if it does that, but that's based on, I guess, like, the houses you do. There's more jobs that we can do there, but we can also go to browser and buy a house. So how much do we have? 52 grand, and we could get, for example, one of these here: abandoned house, burnt house, camping bungalow, and a house with uninvited guests. That'll be bugs probably, and connoisseur's house. House after the flood, many generations house. You know what I might do? I might buy something like house with uninvited guests. Actually, is that the cheapest? It's not the cheapest. They've got abandoned house. What if we could buy that and buy a new house? Do you want to go there right now? Yes, let's go there and we'll see what we can do. Because this is all new to me. I'll have a quick check of it out. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one. But as I said, our buyers. On the left, you can see the thumbnails of buyers. From time to time, they will comment on your actions. Pay attention specifically to those on the top right. All right, fair enough. Yeah, that's left. So yeah, when I do certain things, they'll say, "Oh, I like that. I won't like that." I'm guessing we can clean in here. Tiling and paneling, demolition. Oh dear. So we need to clean. That's for sure. Getting rid of all of this. I mean, look at it. It's fairly terrible. It's like a lot of the places from where I live. And ooh. Oh dear. Yeah, some of this is all kinds of broken. Actually, that's actually not too bad. Oh, you can clean windows as well. So I can do this, like with a sort of steam cleaner, I think it is. And you can start cleaning that. No bathroom, are you serious? Yeah, so they're commenting on what I'm doing. There we go, that's all clean. And that door opened, strangely, like, sort of opened up when I did this. So yeah, ideally, I'm just going to have to go down and sort all this out. Am I going to get rid of that bed, or can I keep? I can keep it. I can just clean it, though, instead, can't I? So, yeah, I think I'm going to have to go around. Going to have to clean this up. Yeah, apparently, the way you get rid of these is by getting a... hold out the vacuum cleaner. And you hoover them up there. Or vacuum them up, I guess you should say. By the way, one thing that really bugged me... so alone. Is that when you get the vacuum head going back and forward, I was always trying to go to the left there because that's where I thought it was. It's not. It's where your cursor is, so that white bit in the center. So just pay attention to that one anyway. So it looks like that is now clean. Apparently it says dispose of there. Is it dispose of? Sell objects. You've got like yeah, cups which can go. All of these that can go. Yeah, we don't want any of those, and we're still getting money for them, you understand, but still. Is that broke? No, it's just... Yeah, they're probably broke. Can I alter the hinges in somewhere? Or is it just broke? I don't know. I'd probably have to certainly clean this. But I mean, this place will clean up. I mean, it'll take forever and a day because you've got mold on the ceiling. But you get the idea. I mean, we could do this up And hopefully, people will eventually go, well, that's okay, that, and then maybe buy it and stuff. And then again, if you treat it like treat it as your sort of sandboxy thing, and you build it and how you would like it and do it up, I think this could be a nice little starter house. 1 bedroom, 1 kitchen, 1 bathroom, small little living room. Yeah, you could get away with that. Single person or couple. Don't think you go for. Don't think you could really have a family in here, because it's well, where's the second bed going to be? Or maybe that's where the uncle stays, on the couch, because he's being kicked out. Anyway, I'm not going to go ahead and do all of that there. You get the idea. Some things I haven't shown you, you put radiators on. In fact, you know what? I can probably show you that now. Radiator by bump, it goes on there, and then you do that and that and that. Actually, didn't I do that right at the start? I can't remember. I think I might have done, yes. I think I did. Electrical stuff, pretty much the same thing. Like if I can I sell them? Actually, if I sell that. No, I can't sell it. But what you can do is you can. That is so dirty, that thing. I don't think I can clean it. I think that's just a get rid of it job. Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of this we're just gonna have to get rid. Yeah, electrical stuff. You pull the wiring out, and you have to put the live neutral earth into it and stuff. All that sort of thing. So if I press enter and sell the house, we've got. Yeah, you can start the auction. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it up. I wonder if you can clean outside here. Sell objects? No, you can't sell that. There might be a way of cleaning. Demolition. This is the way you do gardening. No, maybe not. Anyway, yeah, there's different bits and bobs, and you can do plastering and tiling, which I've not done. I've not actually plastered and tiled. But I'll maybe look at that in a future video if that's something you wish to see, because I am going to play more of this. I do like it. Like as I said, it can be fairly tasking and fairly mundane. You just literally holding left click, watching a brush go back and forward. But it does have something about it that I can't quite put my finger on that I quite like. I think it is just like say I'm playing it as a sort of playing it like sandbox and enjoying that. The moment to moment, could take or leave. But I like the theme. I like the way you go around and do all of this. And I mean, as I said, I said I was going to stop the video now, and I'm literally just washing a wall where I should really go and do my house. Although, admittedly, it is nowhere near as bad as this. In fact, it's quite clean as of late. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. That's a bit of house flipper. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments. Links in the description. You can check your game out yourself. No, stay away from the house. Stay away from the property. Leave it alone. Right. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings. Just one more bit of dirt.